So hi there. So today was the second day of Scrapbook Expo, and there was less people today, so it was actually a little more comfortable because you could spend more time in certain areas. I didn't feel as you know that many people around, so it was actually a great day. I kind of revisit, some of the booth that I visited yesterday, so I'm not gonna go over that again. There were definitely a couple new purchases, but also today was the main day for me was actually taking classes. I have never taken classes before at Scrapbook Expo, so I thought it was a great, way to experience that and see what they have to offer. So I took another class with the people from um, on the Harvard Creations, and we have this class, and it was an hour and a half, so it was plenty of time, I think, to make 3 cards. I didn't finish mine there because there are some elements that are 3D, so I didn't want them to get squished in the bag because I knew that was gonna happen. It happened yesterday with the mini book, so I didn't want to. I put them together, but I didn't finish the flowers, which is kind of the main um, attention or focal point for all the cards. So I will be doing that later another time. So this class was really cool. Less than an hour and a half, plenty of time. Really fun, and I got to get in touch with the paper. They have really beautiful paper. Actually, the person delivering the class, she said she is the designer of the papers, and so that was really cool. And when I went back to the booth, if you spend certain amount on the booth, there was a coupon. If you pre-register with Scrapbook Expo, you get sent coupons in like 3 days before the event, and there was a coupon for free 12 by 12 pack, and I actually got one, and this is what I got. There was one that obviously is the one that we use in the cars, but this one really caught my attention, and it was the last one, so I'm assuming it was kind of popular. And I was super impressed because the papers are just beautiful. So I'm gonna this picture, I don't think it makes it justice, so I'm gonna show you quite a few. So these are the illustrations, and I think they're freaking adorable. This is probably my favorite. No, this is not my favorite. This is one of my favorites. I think this one here is my favorite. So really cute papers. This is called the Winking Frog collection, and then there are stamps and die cuts that match the collection, and you can see the back of the paper. It's just so pretty. I mean, the colors, the quality is not too thick, not too thin paper, so that's really good. A lot of die cuts, and so in the back of every paper there are pattern papers. They have these things that you can use for like the center of your cards. More paper, so it really can be used either for like this paper pack is not what I would say a traditional 12 by 12 scrapbooking pad. I think there are things that can be used for cards and scrapbook paper pages. Look at this. This is so freaking adorable. I love this one. Super cute. Look at those. So this was my first time with, I think I have seen this booth before, but I always passed it by and never really felt compelled to check it out. But after taking the classes, of course, I have to do it. So I will be checking this out online for sure because I really love the paper, stamps, dies, and the classes were really great. I got another coupon for a free stamp set, so I obviously got that one with a frog. This is just amazing. I think it's so adorable. So I think this is back in my list of my favorite papers. Like, my favorite collections are usually Authentic, Graphic 45. I used to love Basic Grade, but I think they went out of business. Um, I kind of like Echo Park. Not all collections, but sometimes they have really cute stuff. In fact, I stopped by their booth this time around, and they have a deal with you buy I think it was 4 packs for $20, which is basically $5 per pack, and that's kind of the same price that they have then as Tuesday morning. They were all collections, um, but it was pretty cool. Sorry, you got to see my my leg, but they were giving this really cool, very pretty uh, bags, reusable bags with your purchase. So that was kind of cool. And well, I bought other things, probably some repeated items from yesterday from Heartfelt Creations, and I really like it. I probably will check it out more in the future. The other thing is I took 2 classes. These were book making classes. This one, the other one is this one here, and these classes were. It's funny thing. These classes were delivered by a company that has a booth also called Pinecon Press, I think. And so what they do is they sell kits and to make books like this or to make cars. I didn't check out the car making kits because I don't think I need those, but the book making kits are really cool. And the thing is that they have these bases, like these bases. They they sell the base of the book. I'm not. I think the kit also brings the inserts and also brings the paper collection. So they work mainly with Graphic 45. So they have this one was I think Mystery Woman class. So it's made with the Masquerade collection from Graphic 45. And this cannot remember which collection is this one, but this is kind of a French country kind of look. And these classes were just 1 hour, so that was basically, I didn't notice that when we signed up, and I didn't know how much involved they were. Basically they give you the 12 by 12 paper, and the inserts, and you really have to cut all the paper, put it together, and obviously in an hour nobody's gonna do that. I mean, unless you take the class twice and do get 2 full hours working on it. I don't think anybody comes out of the class with a book put together, which I think is kind of a shame. I wish that class would have been longer, so at least we got out of there with the idea is that you get out of the class with the most complex pages done, but I found it kind of difficult to follow, and sometimes at some point in one class we given the wrong instructions, so we glue things the wrong way. um so I don't know. I think next year, I really like the kids, but next year probably I just will buy the kid and not take the class. In comparison to that, Hartford Creations actually also have their, it's not kids, but they have their own, book. Like if you compare, it's kind of, I think they're kind of similar size, probably 6 by 8 inside, but they already come with the pages glued to it, so you only have to worry about decorating. So I don't know, I'm sure that we pay for convenience, although this were $13.99, and they have a special that if you buy 3, the 4th one was free. So I will be inclined to go with this rather than this next time if I have to make a book. Well, in fact, I bought 2 of these. But that means that now I have work for me to do on my next crop, because I don't want to leave these books unused. I have a lot of pictures that I want to scrapbook, and I prefer usually making mini books. That's kind of my favorite thing to do. So we'll see how that works. So I don't think I'm gonna go into more details. I think I pretty much visited the same things that I visited yesterday. There were a couple regrets. There was a booth where I actually made a purchase, the purchase that I made for Gorgeous Girls. That booth had the C6 Sidekick for $30, and that is a great retail price because if you look at the Stephanie Vanier, or I'm butchering her name, or the Tim Holtz Sidekick, they both go for $50. So this one was a really good price. And then of course when I finally made my mind that I was gonna buy it and went to the booth, it was long gone. So that was kind of the only regrettable, I guess, non-purchase. But everything else was pretty much revisiting certain booth. I made some purchases that I didn't make yesterday on those same booth, and just walking around, finishing my classes, and then I stayed yesterday all the way until 6 o'clock, which is when the shop area is supposed to be closing. Today I probably just did midday because my first class was at 8:30. I have to wake up really early, and I was super tired by 3 o'clock. So, but all in all, it was fun. I really love these books and the way they put them together. They have a lot of interactive pages. Um, Unfortunately, we didn't finish them, but they have color instructions that you can follow at home and finish them. If you are planning to take these classes, what I will say is that make sure you spend some time taking pictures of the book that they have as a sample. So if you have to finish at home, at least you have seen the book. So it's not just the pictures, because the pictures and instructions are kind of tiny. Take pictures of the details like the closures and the foldaways, how they fold. So when you put them together, you understand how you have to put it together, because it's not necessarily straightforward. I think it's easy to do, easy to follow, but that might be helpful. That is all I have for the second day. Definitely I'm tired, but in all, I think it was success. I definitely think I conquered Scrapbook Expo this year, although my wallet, I think, is the obvious one that got really conquered. But it was all fun. I was planning for this for months ahead, so I'm really happy that um, you know that I went and I did everything that I did. So I hope that you get fun and have a good time in your expo if you're planning to attend to one near you, either this year or next year. I think the last one is coming up, and then after that it just starts again the new cycle for 2018. Oh my god, it's the end of the year. Well, okay, so I hope you like the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Bye bye.